So today I want to talk about RPKI. So first of all, I would like to emphasize that this open letter video is not meant as a critique. It is rather meant as a method to share with you my thoughts and the analogies that I see between the RPKI technology and the management of RPKI and other technologies such as DNSSEC and TLS as used in browsers. There is no doubt in my mind that the ARIN Board of Trustees have the best intentions for both the internet at large and the ARIN organization itself, ARIN staff and other stakeholders. So, with that in mind, and acknowledging that the current Board of Trustees is not the Board of Trustees that set up the RPA, the Relying Party Agreement, let's delve into the technical side of things. I'm going to guide you through a full installation of the OpenBSD operating system, starting from the moment we download the software to where we verify if the software you downloaded actually is in fact OpenBSD software. We're going to go through the motions to enable the DNSSEC aware resolver in the new virtual machine we're creating. We're going to install a web browser, and I'm going to show that we can access a HTTPS protected website. All of this is possible without agreeing to some RPA. And I think it's incredible that we have free, functional, secure software available that allows us to meaningfully interact with the internet at large, all because we are going, that most of us are going beyond and above to distribute public keys publicly without restrictions, without agreements, without terms and conditions. Now I've downloaded the ISO. I'm gonna download a second file which contains a bunch of signatures. And OpenBSD, every installation of OpenBSD ships with public keys that allow you to verify whether the next release of OpenBSD actually came from the OpenBSD team. This PKI tool is called Signify. And let's see, I'm going to use the base public key pointed at the signature file and at the installation media. Awesome! What I downloaded over a insecure channel, HTTP, is in fact software that came from the OpenBSD project. So we'll use that to proceed with the installation of a virtual machine. Out of the box, OpenBSD comes with a hypervisor. And we're gonna boot a virtual machine from this ISO. There we go. I'm using OpenBSD's auto install feature to fill in a few defaults, such as my SSH key, what time zone I want the virtual machine to be in, what the host name of the virtual machine is. And this is for the purpose of speeding up this video, because it is a bit tedious to ask people to sit through an entire installation of an operating system, even when the operating system only takes a few minutes to install. Et voila, we have a virtual machine installed. And now we're going to boot this virtual machine and install a browser. We want a console, we want it to use this disk. Gotta remember that IP address, .7. Awesome. We are now inside the virtual machine that is used for this demonstration. You've seen that so far I've not clicked or typed in that I agree to things. I've just installed software. And this software allows me to start using DNSSEC. So let's start there. Unbound is included in the OpenBSD distribution. All right, that's the file I need to comment out. We want Unbound to start when we boot. We want to start Unbound right now. And we're gonna point at the Unbound instance that we just now created. Let me install Chromium. Chromium is the core of Google's Chrome browser. And for all intents and purposes, Chrome is a very good reflection of what a browser can be in this modern day. The difference between Chromium and Chrome is that Chrome ships with a few proprietary plugins that, for instance, allow you to view Netflix. Chromium does not have those plugins, so we can browse the web, we can enjoy people's websites, but there's a few small limitations to what we can do. We need a message bus. I'm going to start the message bus. We're gonna need to do X11 forwarding to see the browser. And I think that's it. So I'm gonna log out of this system. And I'm gonna SSH into the system. What was the IP address again? I think 9. No, 7. Yes. There's a few things I still need to do. I need to normally, you would not be running a browser over an X11 SSH session, but today is an exception. So, and we cannot use the GPU because there is no GPU in this setup. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to browse to a special website, dnssecornot.org. And this website will help me figure out whether the system is performing DNSSEC validation or not. I'm going to jump to full screen. Very nice. We, in fact, have DNSSEC working on this system. And we didn't have to sign any agreement with ICANN or IANA. Now, of course, the big demonstration. We're going to go to the ARIN website via the HTTPS protocol. And immediately we can see that in the upper left corner, this HTTPS connection is protected. The connection is secure. There are certificates in use. These certificates have been issued by a US corporation called DigiCert. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But here you see it. We've in just a few minutes installed an operating system on a machine, and we could enable DNSSEC to improve our browsing experience. We could install a browser. The operating system comes with sufficient public keys that I can meaningfully interact with the modern internet and reach ARIN's website. I'm going to kill the browser because there is one final thing we need to take a look at. Already today, OpenBSD ships with 4 out of the 5 RPKI TALs. You may not realize this, but OpenBSD comes with a BGP-capable daemon, OpenBGPD. It comes, in fact, with a wealth of software that is very useful in internet infrastructure. And I would love it if we could get to the point where the ARIN TAL also is included in OpenBSD's distribution, and we don't need to pop up a question whether the end user installing this software in fact agrees with the ARIN RPA. We want things to be nice and secure out of the box. And we can get to the point where we can do BGP origin validation for 4 out of the 5 ARIRs, but not ARIN. And this is unfortunate. And I also hope that this demonstration has shown you that it would be somewhat strange that we are in a situation where apparently a lot of public key infrastructure cryptography can be used out of the box without agreements, except for one organization. I don't think it's reasonable to put a question in the OpenBSD installation process where we ask the end user whether they agree with the terms or not. We're not doing that. We don't have to do that for any of the other software we're shipping with. And I think I've demonstrated a wealth of software and security technologies. And yeah, my hope is that the ARIN Board of Trustees can get to the point where they figure out a mechanism where the TAL can be included. Thank you for watching. Signing off.